Hello, everybody. I'm so excited to be talking about the orbs because I've always loved them. They're amazing. They are just fantastic. And I wrote the two books, Enlightenment Through Orbs and Ascension Through Orbs. And they are just life-changing. Hello, Dawn. Hello, let me get that right. Adenea and Freya and Jane. Oh, lovely. Two together. Nice to see you all. And Anuj from India. And Patty, hi. And Paula Rose and Natasha. Oh, some others came in. Marco, I didn't see that one coming in. Right. Some of you have sent me orbs. And so one of the first things I'm going to do, obviously, is let's look at some of them and see what they're about. What I've done is photograph the ones that you've sent in so that I can show them on my phone. I don't know if that's going to work. But people are wanting proof of existence of the spiritual world. And as you know, the spiritual hierarchy tried ectoplasm and other things, and it just didn't work. People weren't engaged with it. They didn't trust it. And so they chose to allow angels to bring their frequency down into the sixth dimension so that they could be captured on the new digital cameras, arousing people's interest, causing them to question what was happening. And so when you see an angel orb, it opens you up. It opens your mind up to all sorts of possibilities. And people that were skeptical, didn't believe in things, started to open up. But if your mind is closed, of course, or you're completely unconscious of the spiritual world, it doesn't have the same impact. And there are so many. Let's see if I can find one. Here's one I was sent by, I haven't actually managed to get all the names down, Charlan. And here, I'm hoping the color is going to be good enough, but it comes out as a palish green. And the reason it's a pale green is that it's Archangel Raphael, the angel of healing, with a guardian angel. And so as you look at this orb, you are already connecting with Archangel Raphael. Now, this was in her healing room, and so it's not so surprising that it's Archangel Raphael. And it's interesting how his color becomes so much lighter when he's with a guardian angel. So who else has come in? Anuj from India. Johanna, hello. Oh, Freya again, hello. Kimberly. And Marion. And Melody, hi Melody. And Sophie from Denmark. Right. Now, there aren't just the orbs that are coming in the circular shape. The angels are sending all sorts of other energies through. Hi Rita and Michaela and Maja and Barbara from Switzerland. See, I was sent this one. Now, is that not intriguing? I hope you can see it clearly enough with all the different colors. And these are receiving energy from the sun, and Archangel Metatron, you can see his energy here. Whoa. No, you can't. You can see his energy here at the bottom, and then you can see Michael, his blue light, and then a whole lot of energies together, which are Uriel and Raphael. And I think that there's an angel holding all of that together. and then the archangel energy coming in. So you will be touched energetically by all those archangels as you look at that. And there are some coming in now from other planets that have got very different shapes. Hi, Yasha, Winnie and Katrin from Sweden, and Marianne and Miriam and Debbie from Israel and Yanni. Hi, thank you for joining us. So orbs generally are the spiritual beings, and they appear in a circular shape usually. And the circular shape is the light body, the Merkaba of that being. Now, normally a Merkaba is a six-pointed star, and that's the masculine energy. But as people evolve and take on their feminine energy, then it becomes round, because the round orb can hold more frequency. I've missed a whole lot of people, I'm sorry. Gabriella, Niba, Kavita, and Francois, and Angelina, and Marcia, and Paula, and it's Mark here again, Elizabeth, and Koo, and Liz, and Jamie, and Anne, and Jessie. Right, lots of people joining tonight, and Jane Elizabeth, and Sigrid, and Marianne. You always see blue in your orbs, so that's in your photographs, and so that's going to be Michael energy coming to you. And at the full moon, probably protecting you from the very high frequency of the full moon. Hi, Niba, Vashika, Jennifer, and Ava, and Anneli from Sweden, and Jeanette from California. Love you too. And Marianne, and Julie, and from London, and Niba from London, Anna Maria from Italy, Nina. You're sitting with your tea and biscuits ready for some angel time. Well, we've already shown one or two orbs. Aisha, you see orbs everywhere. Fantastic. This is the interesting thing. As you see the orbs, it starts to open people up to seeing them physically, which is brilliant. Okay. And do ask me some questions about the orbs. Hi, Lizette from Cape Town. Yeah, I miss Cape Town too. Probably going, not next year, the year after. Hi, Mo and Manuela from Portugal, and Whitney. And remember, when I say your name, it's the vibration of your name. We all connect, and it helps everybody connect. And Karen from Egypt. Wow, watching from Egypt. Oh, and Cheryl from Illinois, and Gary and Carla. Right, I'm now going to talk a bit more about orbs. So we've talked about why they are the round shape. And normally that round shape is when an angel is usually static. It's just watching you, holding the energy for you. And of course, if it changes shape, then it's either opening up to actively give energy. Wait a minute, Patty. So a beautiful green orb above a cemetery headstone while on a motorcycle. What would that mean? That's a healing orb. And that's Archangel Raphael. So it was either above the headstone because the spirit of that person had come to visit and needed some help, or it was sending healing energy to you because you photographed it and so you were there. And that they work in many, many ways. So an orb can be a portal. If you've got a beautiful archangel orb and you look at it, it's a portal taking you through into the archangel realms, or it's a connector so that the vibration coming out of that orb helps you to connect with that archangel. And that's one reason why they're so special. You can actually go into an orb and feel the energy of it. And sometimes people say, well, why do orbs appear in some photographs and not in others? And The consciousness of the person taking the orb photograph is the most important thing. So if you take an orb photograph and you're in the 5th dimension with your heart open, then the orbs can be captured. You can be standing next to somebody and one of you gets the orbs, you're taking photos together, one of you gets them, one of you doesn't, and their consciousness has slipped into the right frequency, and so the orbs actually physically appear on the picture. So if there are no orbs in a photograph, does it mean that there are no spirits there? Absolutely not. There are spirits everywhere. There are angels everywhere. Oh, Caroline, you've seen a very large transparent orb in the bedroom today, about the size of a dinner plate. Okay, now if it's transparent, it means that it's active and open. I remember normally you see them in a kind of a milky white if they're angel orbs, rather than archangel orbs. I remember seeing one around my granddaughter when she was quite small, and she was on this slide and she was clearly ungrounded, and her guardian angel had come right over her and was totally transparent because he was actively protecting her. And so if you see an orb that's milky white, you know that that person is feeling okay. They're relaxed, they're calm. The angel doesn't have to do anything except just be on duty. But if it's transparent, then it's active. Person needs someone. Marianne, you usually seen green orbs. Before that, they were pink. Well, the green orbs, as I've said, are Archangel Raphael's orbs. The pink ones are Archangel Chamuel's orbs. Generally speaking, it depends on the actual pink. Someone sent me some today, Miriam, and unfortunately they wouldn't come out when I tried to put them onto my camera, so that I can't show them. But one of them, there was a magenta pink orb on her head. Now that was Archangel Mariel opening up her soul star, helping to do healing at a soul level. You always get rainbow ones, Becky, above your children. Now, that could be a number of things. Without seeing them, I couldn't say. They could, sometimes that's reflections. Often it's reflections. Occasionally it's Seraphina, who is a seraphim who comes to help us. Sometimes it's an angel, and it's opened up and is radiating lots of different frequencies. But usually it's it's reflections coming across that orb. Do remember to ask me your questions. Oh, Samantha, thunderstorms just started. Well, that'll be interesting to see if there are orbs in that. So the other question I get asked is, how do you take orb photographs? And the answer is, open your heart. Think about the angels with your heart open and ask them to come into the photograph. And so that's how you get orbs. You call them in, and some people are absolutely miraculous at calling them in, because obviously they can hold their frequency high. Karen, lately round me you've shifted from orange to green. You're the second one to say that. The other one was pink to green. So orange is Metatron's orbs and green is Raphael energy. And you know, there's many different shades of green or orange that they come in at, and sometimes they look a different shade because they've combined with another archangel. Oh, Anna, you used to see orbs regularly. Then when I moved house, they stopped. Will I ever see them again? Well, you've shifted your energy since you moved house. Or the vibration, and Emma, she says all vibrations of orbs, or the vibration in the area is different. You know, when I lived in my old house, sorry, there's another question here. I'll say this again. Dawn, lots of people keep photographing magenta-coloured, rounded rays coming from the sun. What do those mean? Those are reflections. In the main, occasionally you'll see that there's actually an archangel there, but they are reflections. But remember, the archangel, in that case, Mariel, is using that energy. It is angel energy. It's just not the archangel. So I was saying, in my last house where I lived, I used to see these huge white orbs, or they came out in photographs, all the way along the boundary, the hedge between us. And I said to my guide, well, look, why do I have these great big orbs of protection here? Do I need it? And he said, they're perfectly nice people. It's just that they are on a very different frequency from you. And so you need protection because their frequency is so different. Okay. Oh, Jennifer, do dragons have orbs? And do unicorns have orbs? Absolutely. Now, I actually had a unicorn orb that came in, and I don't know who took it. If you'll give me a moment. There it is. Sorry, lost it. Find it again. Perhaps it'll come straight up. Here we are. Now, just remember to just take, it's coming out with different colors in, but it's milky white on the camera. That's a bit better. It's actually milky white. It doesn't matter whatever color it's choosing to reflect right now. This is an unicorn orb, and this is, as you look at it, it helps you to connect with the energy of the unicorns. So you can say to it, please bless me, touch me with your light, help me to connect with you. That is the purpose of these orbs. And just see if any of you have got anything that you receive as a message when you're looking at that. Please share it. We'd love to hear about it. Okay. Oh, you've got an aqua orb with a little white light in it. That's usually Mary. Connie, you've seen lots of orbs on camera, but not in the last year. It seems that the new cameras don't pick them up so easily. They do pick them up, but not so easily as they did before. Okay, Nina, yes, several people have been saying that they see orbs with their naked eyes. And you've seen flashes of color in the corner of your eyes. Yeah, and that very often is angel energy just flashing past. Liz, you keep seeing gold and white orbs. Depends on the exact color of the gold, but that's usually Archangel Uriel, and the white aspect is Gabriel. So you're probably seeing Uriel and Gabriel together. Now I've got a Uriel orb here. Oh, never mind. There's lots of. What about lots of clear white orbs? Well, those are the angel orbs, the guardian angels especially. Gold sparkles, well, that can be angel energy. They're making a lot of different kind of energies now that they're showing us. And one of them is bursts of sparkles, showers. The numerous orbs in the family. Yes, Tammy, when a family gets together, all their loved ones in spirit want to come and visit them. If it's a wedding, a christening, something like that, you get lots and lots of loved ones coming to visit. Oh, look at that, Lorena. When there's therapeutic music playing, many spirits come round and appear in photos. Thousands of orbs. Okay, the reason for that is that the music is helping to create a portal. It's attracting lots of spirits who are wanting to pass over. And that's why there are so many of them coming. Some dogs, I've seen all sorts of animals who are actually open portals. And so all around them, they are just in a cloud of orbs because the spirit's waiting to pass over. And if they are creating, I'm going to have to slow this down. I don't know how I do it. Do black orbs mean something? Yes, they're Azrael's orbs. Let me write this down. Black. How can you tell it apart from dust or glare? Sometimes you can't, and sometimes you feel the energy of the angel. Whitney, you videoed yourself doing energy work on a client, and you can see the angel orbs in the video. It's incredible. Yes, it is. And you can see also how fast they can move. They just literally shoot across the picture. In pattern. Not really about orbs, but it's so hot. You're happy that July is over. You feel as if August is bringing lots of new beginnings. Indeed, tomorrow is the Leo new moon, and it's very, very powerful, and it's telling you to act with courage for new things. Isabel, harder to capture photos on the new, yes, that's what I've just said, on the new iPhones. It is, it's much harder than it used to be. What about red pink orbs? I wonder if this is the magenta type of color that we've been talking about, which is Archangel Mariel's orbs. And sometimes you see them around people on the head, especially, and in other places, and they are helping you with your soul journey. And Karina, you have a golden orb on your throat in one of the pictures. Why do you have it on your throat? A golden orb is archangel, well, depending again on the shade, it's either Archangel Uriel or it could be Metatron, depending on what you mean by gold. And why you have it on your throat is that angel is helping you to speak with inspiration, to speak with courage, to speak tactfully, whatever it is that you're needing at that moment. Sometimes I've seen one photograph, I think it's in Enlightenment Through Orbs, and this woman is apparently very tactless, and she has got her guardian angel orb right here, and it's helping her to speak tactfully. And actually, that's a very interesting question, because where the orb is on your body, especially if it's an angel orb, a guardian angel orb, it's showing you what you're needing. I wish I could see some of these. A turquoise orb, well, it depends how turquoise it is. If it's a topazy one, it could be Kimikar. Remember, any being who has ever incarnated has to travel with an angel. Jesus travels in the Christ light, but every being travels with an angelic energy or an angel. And Kumikar has never incarnated, and so he doesn't have an angel with him. So he's blue, lighter blue than Michael, and he has a pushed out center. The reason for that is that he is pushing energy out to help enlighten people. And most of the angels are more concave, and they are drawing people in to enfold them. Oh, you saw a golden orb when your dad was passing. Okay, so it looks as if that angel had come to collect your dad. How lovely. And when people ascend, lots of archangels come in to collect them. Do mermaids come through as orbs? Do you know they're terribly, terribly tiny, Karen? And they usually appear as little tiny dots, like fairies. Fairies also appear. Someone sent one to me today, but I've got it there, but you can't really pick it up. But they're like little tiny pinheads of pure white in the orb photographs. Kind of a picture with a long white line, like a kind of straight flash on his left side. Yeah, and there are the angel energies sometimes are coming through. Okay, I don't know if this is a super new moon in Leo, bringing an energetic emotional storm. That's interesting how that just has come up. That is set to stay for the next 2 months. everyone will be affected, but particularly people with Leo in their charts. Okay. I can't read all that out, but that's very interesting. I'm trying now to find some of the pictures I've been sent. Look, here's a fascinating one, and it was sent by Robin Campbell. Look at this. I don't know if you can see it. This is her hair. And can you see a myriad of tiny, tiny orbs in there? Now, I've just been saying that fairies are like little dots. But when you look at this, is an enlarged version. And these, to me, I think these are fairies. They're not fairies, they're another elemental. And some of them are carrying, I don't know if you can see it, but this one here, there, it exactly looks like, I can see if I can get it up in the middle. I don't know if you can see it. No. It's like a dog. And I think she's carrying the spirit of a dog. Or she's brought a spirit of a dog to play with you. They're very, very playful. I thought that was really fascinating. I haven't seen another one like that. Sorry, these are... Now there's another one with a shaft of light through it. That's I can't remember who sent me this. I'm sorry about that. But there's a shaft of light coming right down through it. And can you see? You can't on here. The moon is just beyond it. And that's a shaft of angel energy coming through the picture. It's amazing what is going on around us. We're out there and the angels are trying so hard to touch us, pouring light. Right, I've answered that one about the golden orb in your throat. I took these orbs. What orbs? I can't see any orbs. It would be lovely. You know. Okay. Are all orbs the energy of angels or unicorns, or are they the energy of spirits of people who've passed on, and how do we know which is which? Okay, good question. The orb, an orb is angel energy, but that energy may be carrying the spirit of someone. You can so often see faces or even several faces inside an orb. They are the spirits that they are carrying. Now, they might be carrying them over, helping them to pass over, or they might be bringing them to visit a loved one. If you see a portal of an orb, now if I miss your question, please just put it up again because I can't get them all. If you see a portal, in other words, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of orbs in the same place, then you find that, sorry, just got to give the dogs a treat. There are lots of different ones. You may see a colored one. In other words, an archangel has come in to be amongst them and to hold the energy. You may see some that are very, 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 very faint and there's hardly anything there at all. That may not be an angel. That may be an elemental that's been looking after someone who's stuck, but has seen the light and is coming to see if somebody will collect them. You'll see some who've got edges and faces in, and they are angels bringing loved ones. And you'll also see those who are being taken to the light, going towards their loved ones to collect them. It's absolutely fascinating when you look at those portals because they contain so much, an entire history. I hope that answers your question. You took a Girl Scout group to a lovely chapel. It was built by hand on a property with a camping on. The owner had the lake bed dredged and she'd taken the mud. Oh, I don't know if I can actually get more up. No, I'm sorry, I can't get more up. We'll have to put the second half somewhere else. Okay. Another question I get asked is, can you make false orbs? Well, an orb is an angel. And so you cannot make a false orb. But once when we were writing the book on orbs, this person, we were answering thousands and thousands of people, sending them interpretations of their orbs. And this man sent an orb and said, this is an angel orb. He wrote back and said, ha ha, tricked you. I made that orb with, I don't know, dust or something. And said, we're very concerned about this, said to the guide, well, what, how come, how come? He said it's an angel orb, and he said he's made it up. The guide said, the moment he thought about an angel orb that he was falsely making, an angel came in. Because you cannot think about an angel without an angel being there. So it was actually angel energy. So you can't have a false orb. They are angels. You've been seeing red orbs out of the corner of your eye. Well, red can be the deep magenta pink of Mariel. Sometimes Archangel Metatron comes in a red energy. So it could be either of those. So ask. Next time you see it, just ask, who are you? And leave open for the answer. Oh, fabulous, Carla. You saw a large medium orange orb outside a beautiful tributary of a large river. It is 20 feet in diameter. That is enormous. Medium orange, sorry, not a medium-sized orb. That is absolutely enormous. And of course, that would have Archangel Metatron energy in it. And so it's obviously, Silver Wolf, these pendants are Shankari. You can find them on the internet. Oh, you saw green orbs through the camera. That's Raphael. Actually, I say it's Raphael. It does depend. If it's emerald green, it's Raphael. If it's a lighter blue-green and it's in a forest, it could be Perlimeek. Archangel Perlimeek is in charge of the whole of nature, and those ones you often do get in forests. And sorry, I was trying to do two things at once here. In one of the books, I think there's an absolutely fantastic orb of Perlimeek, a green-blue, racing. So he's like, he's not a circle. He is moving very fast, and he is rushing to persuade somebody not to chop down a tree. And apparently he succeeded. And Teresa, the post you published of your trip with Rosemary singing was wonderful. You saw orbs around her as she sang, blue, silver, shimmer color. Okay, I'll tell her, or I'll email her and tell her. She'll be delighted. Yeah, they sometimes appear playful. Yes, because angels are innocent. Okay, Betty, you showed that unicorn orb. You saw a rainbow of colors, then turquoise and purple. Saw an angel with outstretched arms right in the middle. Wow, indeed. As I say, if you look into an orb, it's a gateway to something. People can have different experiences, but they are always angelic experiences because they're taking you into the angelic realms, which is what makes them so special. Angelina, you've sometimes had an orb shoot by on a video when you're doing a reading that you're recording really fast. Orbs travel at an enormous speed. They're in a thought. They're here and they're there and they're gone. They are just awesome. You see groups of orbs in color waves coming from the sun, mostly yellow, magenta, green, and blue, and move really fast over the sky and land and water. You often see them with two-tone circle rings like orange and turquoise. And when the light show is on, all the trees and spirits become visible. Wow, Samantha, that is awesome. It would be really spectacular if you could photograph it, but maybe they are not willing. You could ask them, and if they are, see if you can take a photograph, because that would be just simply awesome. So if you see a round orb, it is witnessing the situation. If you see one that's got a straight side, that side is open and radiating. If you see them as hexagonal, in other words, their sides are all square, then they are actively radiating in all directions. But you can see them concave, so that they're drawing in energy. You can see them in almost any shape now. It started off, the only ones that showed themselves were round, and then it very quickly changed as people became more used to them and started asking more questions, and that was just lovely. So, are there harmful orbs? No. Dark angels, they have no light, so they do not create orbs. Oh, I know what I was going to show you. Here we are. There's an interpretation of the orbs on the front cover. I don't know why you've got the price on it. There'll be some special offer. Here we are. Have a look at these, because these are lovely. They're the angelic realms bathing in the sunlight. And the biggest orb at the bottom of the cover is Archangel Gabriel with a unicorn carrying spirits. That one. Yeah? And oh no, that's wrong. That is wrong. Let me look at it. That is the angel. That is Gabriel with a unicorn. That is Gabriel with an angel of love. Can you see the difference? An angel of love is a solid white color and is the most common that you see, and is often seen with archangels, sometimes in the middle of the archangel color, because they travel with archangels out of pure love. And okay, oh wow, small blue one it says. I can't see that one, sorry. Anyway, just looking at the picture brings you purification, enlightened expansion of enlightenment and protection. And I love to leave this. It's like a meditation in itself. Just, if we could take one of those orbs, which is the one that you can see most. Let's see if we can see. Yeah, no, that one at the top. Well, this one at the top, you can see, has got Archangel Gabriel. You can tell by the rings. And it's got Archangel Uriel and spirits. So maybe, just knowing that, you look at that orb, you breathe in the energy of it, just breathe it in. Maybe you can even imagine yourself standing in the middle of it. You're in the middle of Archangel Gabriel and Uriel. There are spirits around you that they've collected. And you can ask any question that you like as you stand or sit in the center of that orb. What they're saying is, remember, if you want something, you have to ask. They can help you in many ways. Just ask. And then, if you'd like to share anything that you experienced, that would be so interesting. Love to hear you. Anything that you experience. I think people look at orbs and I do this myself, interpret them with their mind, where actually you get an awful lot of energy from an orb if you enter it and if you ask the angel a question and are open to receiving an answer, or if you just feel yourself in the middle of it and experience the energy. Willow, you've noticed the sunbeams look so different. You say here's an angelic orb, but I can only see the first line. I can't see any pictures that anyone's sending. Hi, Rita. Oh, and hi, Mary Teresa. Okay. Remember this, I've told this story before. Forgive me if you've heard it before. But I took a photograph into the night sky, and it was a heart-shaped, bright pink orb. And it was Archangel Chamuel with Mother Mary. Wait a minute, let me see. You see physical blue eyes, and the blue orbs with your physical eyes, and that's Michael and other ones. Oh, it's an angelic energy. Yeah, I could see the eclipse, so it's angelic energy, all right, Gurpreet. Oh, thank you, Everty. Yeah, I try. As you were talking, an orb appeared above your head. Oh, thank you. I'm sure they're always around. Now, what was I saying? Oh, about that pink orb, which I've told the story before. And it was absolutely fantastic. Right? Can you imagine a bright pink heart with Mary deeper pink around the outside? And I thought, okay, I'm going to stand in this orb. I'm going to breathe it in. I'm going to imagine that I'm walking in it. And I went to the forest that morning absolutely inside this orb. It was my aura. And the most awesome things happened. First of all, a deer just sat by the path and didn't move as I walked past it. A squirrel came and danced at my feet. I'd never, ever experienced anything like that. And of course, it was because my aura was Chamuel and Mary. And then this elf that I knew came down the path holding the hands of 4 spirit children. And he brought them up to me, and they'd obviously been lost and stuck in that forest for a long, long time. And I just knelt down and I picked them up and held them up, and then mothers came to collect them. And one of them was a little boy in a sailor suit, about 2 years old, with blonde curly hair. And I can still remember the expression of joy on his face when his mother collected him. But one of the children ran away back into the forest. And I thought, I walked on. I thought, I wonder what happened to him. And the elf came along, dragging him by the arm. And this time, as soon as he touched the edge of the orb that was round me, which was Mary energy, the child ran in, and both his parents collected him, and they passed over. They all went up together. And you know, if that happens in one experience with one orb, when you stand in another orb that you've seen or you've looked at the pictures of, there are lots of pictures in the books, then it's life-changing. Yeah, Utter, we were talking about this earlier. Orbs bring the souls after death into the afterlife. That's what you see all the time in orbs. You've seen green orbs. They seem very popular today. I think Archangel Raphael is around a lot because it's so many green orbs. Yellow orbs, yeah. Well, we talked about them. They're Uriel's orbs. Yeah, the story about the false orb is so cute. Well, actually, it was very interesting how somebody can try and trick the light, but they can't. You can't trick angels. And I'm not quite sure what you're saying that for, Peggy. Perhaps it's doesn't sound right. Do orbs look like orbs on the other side as well? Or how do spirits experience their presence? Yeah, well, they're a circle. So they're either a disc, or they're a complete circle, or they're one of the other shapes, but they're usually fairly symmetrical. Can we offer candles to unicorns? You can offer anything you like to spirit. If you offer a candle, what you're actually offering is a higher energetic flame. And that's what it raises your energy, and they know you're sending them that energy of love. This applies to all beings, but especially to fairies. And that is, if you put out a something that you like, a little piece of chocolate, anything it can be, but something that you like, and you offer it as a gift to a fairy, when you come back in the morning, you'll think, oh, nothing's happened, it hasn't been touched. But what they have done is taken energy from it. And so it won't be the same energetically if you eat it, but they are very grateful for what you've taken. You see blue like the colour of my blouse. What's that? Well, that's Michael. And that's Michael's full energy. It often comes as a paler energy, but if it's his full energy, then he comes as a very deep blue. Hello, Barbie. We missed you. I'm so glad you've joined us. Shami, you love when orbs show up in pictures. You have pictures from your workshops that have countless orbs. Well, obviously, you're drawing them in with the energy of your workshop, which is fantastic. Natasha, you're so sad that you don't understand, that you only understand German. We're sorry too, but we'll send you the energy. Jennifer, so thank you for sharing the angel orbs photo. Just logged on. I see the angelic light orbs every day. There are so many psychics that are joining this. You also now see the dragon and unicorn lights and fairies. Recently you saw pure gold light, sparkles, shimmers. Felt it was unicorn energy. So beautiful. Yeah. And somebody asked about dragon orbs. I'm sorry. Any being of the angelic realms, which dragons have orbs, because that orbs are their light bodies. And so, yes, but they seem to be much rarer, or they're captured less often. Maybe they're just not being recognized before, all sorts of reasons. But that's, they certainly do have orbs. I've turned this off, I've turned the sound off, and it still decides it's going to ping. Gurpreet, you've twice seen very bright colours in the sky, like a patch orange, yellow, green all together. What could it be? It could be reflection. If you've seen orange, yellow, red, and green together, that is angel energy merging. Metatron, the orange, yellow, Uriel. Red can be sometimes an aspect of Uriel. Depends on the red. It could be Mariel, deep pink. Green, usually Raphael, depending on if it's emerald green or one of the other archangels. Valerie, that's lovely. Why did hundreds of orbs appear around Welsh ponies when I told them they were beautiful? Because those ponies were portals. As I was saying earlier, any animal, any person can be a portal. And when you told them they were beautiful, they lit up their vibration, you helped them raise their frequency, and then the orbs came, and also then you saw them. Sure, they were there before, but you then saw them. You saw some in photos by the ocean in different shapes. Yes, they can have different shapes. You've got the book. In that book is a photo of Archangel Rockwell taken in a cave. Ah, right. You know, a lot of people ask that one, but it's not the black bit, it's the other bit that's actually the Sandalphon energy. But now I have got an orb of sandalphon that somebody sent me. If I can find it. Yes. And I'm sorry, I can't remember the name, but there you have sandalphon. So if you're thinking about your Earth Star chakra, it's yellow and silver grey for anyone who is getting a reflection on there. But just looking at the orb, you get the energy of Uriel and sandalphon. I mean, they're awesome. When I make it bigger again, there are two of them in there, another one up here. And they've come into the photograph. Amazing, isn't it? And I must just show you this one that somebody sent me. And again, I haven't got the name written down here. I'm trying to make it bigger. It's two children with their guardian angels playing with them and an angel of love. Now, those orbs are not round because they're actively helping those children. They are with them, making sure that they're safe. I think that orbs have opened us up a huge amount to help to understanding the angels, what they can do. Oh, Karen, thank you. You love that. Yeah. And Samantha, when your pug died, he was green orbs, which you have on a photo. How fantastic. It's quite awesome how much the angels are around us and with us. I'm not sure which orb you can see, Yvonne. Was it the last one I showed you of the children? Aditi, you could see the orb moving. There you go. Orbs are simply amazing with throbbing and sending energy. Yeah. Oh, that other one that I asked about. Oh, fabulous. Oh, it is. You know, even though it just seems to be just on a front of a book, that orb is working. It's sending out light to anyone. And you, Marie, have a warm feeling through your body. Yeah. It is amazing just how much energy angels hold and store and give you. You were in a big ball like Archangel Michael's body. Wow. And you know, it's something that's so simple to do. And if you've captured an orb yourself, you can look at it and enter it. And if you've looked at some of the awesome, amazing orbs that I've been sent and that are, for example, in Ascension Through orbs. There are so many absolutely magnificent ones here. It's one of my favorites. I've got several favorites. But you can see, now I'm going to show you two. That one there, the lady died and ascended. One of her favorite places was in that hammock. And can you see the number of orbs that have come to collect her, archangels? And there is, I'm no good at this, how am I getting this in the right place? But there is one of the orbs that came to collect her. And you can see Metatron at the top, Uriel, Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel is also there, and a whole lot of ascended masters that have come to collect this lady when she died and ascended. Isn't that awesome? And it just makes death feel very, very beautiful and lovely. Angela, so you're experiencing healing for your inner child right in the center of your chest. How fabulous. Kirsten, you saw spirits going home. Kay, you asked about an issue you're having with a pet and heard, just be patient and kind. He's just confused right now and not feeling well. What a lovely answer. What a fabulous explanation. Elizabeth, you saw yourself standing in the orb and you saw an angel. And you had very loving energy from the orb and you felt clearing, Carol. So everybody got what they needed from that orb, which is just amazing and beautiful. And I'm meant to be saying that in my newsletter, which is going out this week, there is a whole lot of fascinating information about animals. other things as well. So that's not very, very good marketing, is it? But it's a little while since I wrote it. I remember thinking, oh, that's really interesting. And if you're interested, just sign up for my newsletter, and then you'll get it every month with different information and exercises and prayers and all sorts of things. What do I think, Dawn? That's an interesting one about the rainbow sparkles that people keep noticing and videoing on their skin and hair. Well, we saw the one I showed earlier, and all the sparkles on her hair and the enlargement and the fairy orbs in it, and all the orbs, the little tiny orbs carrying energies in people. Wow. Well, I think the angel rainbow colours in waterfalls are reflections. Oh, you hear angelic bells and music just before seeing orbs. Oh, I think that's just that you're opening up to them, and that and you're tuning in to the vibration, the musical vibration of the orbs. And Lorna, you took a photo in the night and a huge orb was next to you. Oh, you're only able to photograph one side. Was it an orb? Yeah, very likely to be. And it depends on the colour, what it is. I can't say without looking at it. Oh, you saw a giant angel-shaped cloud in the sky right after your mum passed. What a wonderful validation. Who is it? Probably your mum's angel coming just to say she's okay and she's been taken over. You can see many faces within the orb. Archangel Gabriel smiling at me. You ask for clarity on your path. So I can't see any more until it goes out. And I hear always listen to your heart. Well, there you are. Can you call for orbs? Yes, as I said earlier, open your heart, raise your frequency, and you can call for them. Well, it's two separate things. If you find an animal passing over, then call on the angels and ask them to help the animal pass. So I would call on Archangel Felier and Azrael if I saw an animal needing help to pass. And but that's not the same things as orbs. It's different. Next Sunday, Tim is coming, and he's coming over to do a Zoom with me. And as you all know, he has fabulous information and is great to work with, and his energy is very high. So I'm really, really looking forward to doing a Zoom on Sunday from 7 to 9 with Tim. And it's about what's happening in the world, how to deal with the frequencies that are coming in now, what's happening in the future, and how to handle all the situations that are taking place in the world. And so it's going to be very, very interesting. And next week's Facebook Live is Healing the Planet. So don't forget, if you haven't done already, sign into my newsletter and get lots and lots of information. And lovely to talk to you all again. And thank you for your questions and your responses. It's just lovely to have the interaction. I do love coming and talking to you. So thank you very much. See you on Sunday, I hope. If not, next Wednesday on the next Facebook Live. Lots of love and joy. Bye-bye.